All right, we are on the air. What is up, YouTube and Google Hangouts and all that jazz? It is Rob, the video game hoarder here, and you there. And we are at another video game pickup battle. And my opponent this week is none other than Cory Szamier from Collecting Cory. What's up, Cory?
What's up, Internet? What's up, Rob? I'm here for my revenge.
Yes, it's revenge time. And I kind of want a little revenge, too, because the way we went out last time was kind of lame. I mean, come on.
A little bit.
We tied even after 4 rounds. I mean, we had more than 3 rounds, the normal 3 rounds, and we tied. That was lame. So hopefully we can do a little better than that this week. But going to give people a couple minutes to roll in. And here we go. We got Jason Vetrex, Pro Retro Hunter in.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Yes, Sexy Plumber. Thank you. Yes. Guy's retarded, but whatever. Man. So yeah, we already talked about wrestling. So I don't know what else there is to talk about, but you don't even have a PS4, so I can't even ask you about Spider-Man if you played that. Well, you do. You don't.
I have a PS4. It's almost irrelevant.
Yeah. It's basically a paperweight for you. So.
Still repping PlayStation though.
Yeah, he's rocking a PlayStation shirt though. So
I'm actually watching the playthrough of it, so I still know about it. I just haven't had the opportunity to play it for myself, and I probably never will. At least not until it's like a really cheap game, and I'm retired.
I kind of actually want the console. The console looks awesome, I think, but
yeah.
I definitely need to upgrade my console because I can't stand. I have a 500 gigabyte one, so like by the time you install like a couple games, it's like filled, and like you need to sit there and delete stuff all the time. It's so annoying.
I have never run into that issue.
Really?
Because I don't play enough games.
I don't.
On the Switch, I would, but that only came with like 32 on board gigabytes.
Yeah, but the games are so much smaller on there anyway, right?
Yeah, but there's a lot to download.
Yeah.
Like some of the games, like if you were looking to play NBA 2K on there, you can't even play it unless you have the other SD cards that you have to buy.
Really? Well, you can buy any generic one though, right? You don't have to.
Yeah, Nintendo doesn't make any, so.
Okay, not like PlayStation with the Vita and.
Yeah, and the proprietary memory sticks or whatever.
Yeah, how they didn't really F themselves with that, but all right, what do we got? 5 people watching? Give it another minute or two, I guess.
Pro Retro Hunter says he's playing Split Second with his son on PS3. How is that game? It's a racing game, right? I think I've picked it up and sold it a couple times.
6 terabyte on my Xbox One. Get an external. Maybe I will. That's not a bad idea.
I mean, considering it's not a portable console, it doesn't matter how it looks as long as it gets the job done, you know?
Yeah, who cares what it looks like?
Even if it looks like it's hooked up to life support.
I don't really care. Like, I mean, I don't even use these consoles half the time. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah. Whereas on the Switch, if you had something like dangling off of it, it'd be kind of ridiculous.
I take it back to just a chubby plumber. Oh my god! Wow.
You can downgrade it.
Yeah.
That bodes well for me though.
Keeps upgrading and downgrading me. I don't know. So I don't know what the deal is. What I talked about memory cards and stuff, and he wasn't happy about that. What? I didn't talk about Vetrex games or any other nonsense before any of us were even born. So, oh God.
All right, what do you say we give it a start? Got 6 people now.
6.
I mean, realistically, probably 4 because you and I are in there.
Yeah. That's what I take 2 off of whatever that number says. So So how's the whole reselling game going? Good?
It is going very good. I don't know if anybody here tuned in for my live stream last week, which is also the only way I'm really going to be doing videos, is either on Rob's channel over here on these pickup battles, or on my own live streams, usually on Mondays also. I was trying to show off a whole bunch of Transformers. Now, if you guys tuned in, I had this whole tub filled up with Transformers. As you can see, it's almost empty now. Means I sold quite a bit. But I only paid $125 for the lot, and I think I've gotten about 590. I don't remember what the total I told you was. And I still have a few figures left to sell and a few to keep. So it's going pretty good.
That's crazy. Were they all Gen 1 guys or just like random guys?
No, none of them were Gen 1. The only Gen 1 that was in the entire lot is this guy here that I'm keeping. That's Perceptor. And that was a nice surprise that was in there. But aside from him, it was all from like the early to current 2000s.
Wow.
So just some value in there. Plus, there were some MP figures, masterpiece figures from Takara / Hasbro or whatever it is. I'm not an expert on Transformers, so I'm not really sure if I'm even saying the right things. But I said enough of the right things to get the money I did for what I had. So.
Hell yeah, man.
That's all you really need.
Just
enough.
Just enough.
Just enough. Just enough to get by.
Just enough to get by and make that money.
Yep.
Very nice.
Aside from that, I haven't really been selling a whole lot of anything. I've actually been kind of lazy lately.
Yeah.
I've been falling back into some old habits of staying up too late, playing Magic the Gathering online, which is a waste of time for me. I don't even have like any physical Magic cards anymore, so I don't even know why I try. So.
It's tough though. I mean, like, especially when we work all these long ass hours on these jobs, and to come home and sit here and list all the time and do all that other stuff. Like, I find that so tedious and so like annoying, and just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I honestly, I wish I could just go out and get the stuff and have somebody else list it for me. Like, maybe I could hire.
That's eventual.
Yeah. But I have to get past a certain level first.
You only want to do the fun stuff, the hunting for it.
I guess so. I guess that is the fun stuff. But,
the thing is, I don't know if you noticed this, but when you stop listing for a couple days, your sales kind of peter off completely. And then you'll list like 5 items, and you'll sell like 3 items, and they won't even be items you just listed.
Well, they say that they somehow you get viewed higher, like if you keep listing like every day instead of skipping like the days and all that stuff. So
yeah, so you'll show up a little bit higher in the best match. From what I understand, eBay prefers if you list a few items a day, so you'll be ranked higher in the best match, and that really works out pretty good for you when someone's looking for something, and it might not be the lowest price, it might not be the newest listed item, but best match is kind of the default, and it really works out well for you if you list often. It's just hard to do sometimes.
Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I've sold some things that have been there for months, and then I sold. I put this Halloween VHS set, 3-pack. I bought for $1 at the flea market, and I made what did I sell for $38? Like, because I knew Halloween time coming, so I figured it would be a perfect time to list it. And I had like 11 watchers too, so I was like, holy crap! Like,
yeah.
It was a Blockbuster exclusive, so I guess it was more. It had that part of it too. I guess I don't know. Maybe Blockbuster collectors were into it too, or what? But I couldn't believe how many watches I had, and then even when I sold it, there were still people messaging me, "Oh, do you still have it? Is it still available?" I'm like, "Holy crap! Maybe I haven't bid this. Like, maybe I should have listed it higher." But,
yeah. Well, that was the thing with the Transformer stuff I sold. I would list it, and it would sell within 20 minutes, so I definitely probably could have got a lot more for it.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with what I got. In the comments, we have Jason Vectric saying, I saw Cory at the expo. Tell him I am the crazy white guy with cornrows that got him in camera. I had to do research after you ran up to make sure I was Cory. I was just like, who would this offend, guys?
Well, that's why I told you. I was like, if you saw a guy running around with cornrows filming stuff, that was him. So,
All right, we're up to, well, but we're back down to 4 people other than us watching. So
Mr. Tightweight, 6K in PayPal, all from eBay sales, and that is free money. That's great. I mean,
that is awesome.
like I said, eventually I would love to be able to quit my regular job and just be like able to resell. And I would love that. I would have so much fun. Just go into yard sales, thrift stores, all that stuff. I mean, that wouldn't even be a job. That would just be fun, I think. Like,
Wait, here's a question for you. Are you using that money to reinvest for stuff you're getting to sell on eBay, or are you using that out of like your pocket? Like if you're buying a lot that you're going to sell on eBay, are you using your pocket money, or are you using that PayPal money?
10-year plan to clear 100K. Wow. When I used to sell on eBay years ago, before I got banned from PayPal and had all those issues, I used to make a couple grand, and I used to use it for vacation money. So I used to pay off my vacations and whatever else. So, but I mean, I would love to just be able to do it as like a full-time thing, ditch my full-time job and just do that. But again, that would take a long time probably for me to even get to that point. But
yeah, so Tightweight says, no, I never touched the PayPal.
So basically,
that's basically just what he's stockpiling then.
Yeah, so he's spending his regular cash to buy whatever, and then I guess just stockpiling the PayPal. All right.
I mean, that's one way to do it. That's not what I'm doing. What I do is everything I do that's reselling related, or even that's video game related. Like, say I'm at a game store and I pick something up for myself, or if I go to a convention, I need money, I take it out of the ATM from PayPal. And that way, the money that I make from my regular job is just for paying rent, paying utilities, regular living expenses. And so far, I've been able to keep the PayPal funding all the reselling, all the collecting, and the eBay store has grown. I don't know. I could see it going either way, but I feel like my way of doing it keeps it from being something where it's like, oh, you spent how much money on this for my wife? Like, if she doesn't concern herself so much with the PayPal money, as long as I'm still able to pay everything else that I need to pay. Like, if I drop $300 on random Master System games that are kind of long tail, it's not that big of a deal. Otherwise, I would have gotten cussed out for that.
Yeah. Well, the thing is with me right now, like with the whole financial issues, they're still not perfect. I mean, it's a little better, but I've been using a lot of the PayPal to help pay for that. So I have to be able to build up the PayPal. So eventually, hopefully, when things get a little better and I'm a little more settled and things, like I said, are going better, then I'll be able to build up the PayPal more and not touch it as much. But I've been having to flip stuff and just, take it out of there. So,
yeah. Because the thing I worry about is if I wasn't able to build up my PayPal, for the time when it comes around the 15th, when they take their fees, if you don't have enough in there, that comes out of your bank account.
Yeah, or whatever it's hooked up to, yeah.
Yeah, so yesterday I got hit with, I think it was the highest ever fee I've ever had for PayPal, which is actually a good thing. It's like one of those things I'm happy to have had to have paid that amount of fee, because that means I did really well on eBay last month. It's like a $500 PayPal fee. Just wow. Like, wait, you mean this is your 15% or whatever? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, man. Wow. Yeah, it's a double.
So like, had that come out of my bank account, I'd have been like, oh, shit.
Yeah, it'd be kind of scary if you see a $500 payment come out of your bank account and be like, what? But all right, you want to get this going? We got 6 people. It's hanging around 6, 7, whatever.
Yeah, let's start this off.
All right, so we will do the traditional coin toss. Or do you want to do it since I keep doing it? You have a coin?
I don't have a coin.
Okay, so I'll do it.
Yeah.
I hopefully not F it up like I usually do. And I just shot it somewhere over there. Okay.
It's gone. Next coin.
All right, what are you going?
Tails.
I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can get the camera on it.
Well, I can see a coin. I can't really make out.
I can't either. So let me see what it is. Actually, it's tails. You got it. So what do you want to do? You want me to go first? Or
you can go first.
Damn it. All right. Crap. I don't even know what to go with first.
It doesn't make sense to go first.
I know. It sucks. That's why I said it would be kind of better if we had the things locked in so you don't get that big.
That's true. I'm pretty sure I'm locked in. Pretty sure I'm locked in, but I think in the future that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, probably. But all right, I guess I'll go with crap. All right, I'll go with this one. This one was yesterday. This was from Let Go. Yeah, Let Go. No, Facebook Marketplace. One of those two. I don't know. I find stuff on Let Go and Facebook Marketplace lately. They've been pretty good. And I just have somebody messaging me on Let Go right now. But so I hit her up during the week, and she wanted me to pick them up that night, and I'm like, I'm working, but I'm off Sunday and Monday if you want me to stop by. And like, oh yeah, sure, you can come by Sunday. So I went to the flea market and did that, and then came back, and it was on the way back, and I picked it up, and I forgot when we were talking, she was like, it said negotiable. So I asked her, what does she want? And she's like, oh, it's your lucky day, they'll be free. I'm like, what? So she was like, she kind of freaked me out because she kept messaging me, oh, let's do this. So I was like, oh my God, I'm going to die if I go there. But, I'm alive. So they were Sega Genesis games. I'm not huge on Genesis stuff, but free is free. I'm not going to turn that down. So these are the 6 games I got from her. And then another pickup kind of attached to it a couple seconds later, actually. But here we go. Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition, Special Championship Edition. This is the only one that's complete. So I got this random case with Mortal Kombat 2 instructions, and then I got an empty one with nothing. So I don't know what that was about, but I got Super Street Fighter, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 is a cool one. Sonic, not for resale. These are probably the best 2 of the lot. Steel Empire, which is kind of a you don't find every day. It's like a $20.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, I found it twice for some reason, and I actually passed on a box that was empty and had the instructions and everything but the game, like a couple months ago at the flea market. I'm like, what am I going to use that for?
Yep.
To use it for. So, and then Maximum Carnage. So I thought that. So, and then while I was on that street, or actually when I was driving right up to that street, there was a guy posting a yard sale sign right as I was driving up. So, and it was like 11 o'clock too. So they were just starting it, I guess. And I love those late afternoon ones or late morning ones. I always find stuff. I don't know what it is, but I think people are done hunting by then, so it's nice and easy to find stuff. But I got 4 PlayStation 1 games. 2 of them missing manuals, unfortunately, but they were $3 a piece, so I picked them up. Digimon World, the first one, Obviously missing the manual. Digimon World 2 complete. Digimon World 3 also complete. And then Gundam Battle Assault, which obviously doesn't have the cover to it. So, reason. There's another random thing to that yard sale I picked up, but it really doesn't have to do with gaming. But I guess it kind of does. But I got these Magic the Gathering packs. I got like 12 of them. They're all sealed. I'm not even going to really include that into the battle because that's kind of not video game stuff. But yeah, that's it. So that's my round one. Genesis games are free, and then those $3 PS1 games. So your turn, good sir.
All right. This pickup is something I was able to get from my friend Sam back at the Plainville Flea Market. Hung out with him the majority of Saturday morning, a little bit of Saturday afternoon. While I'm there, I'm usually going through his stuff, deciding what I want to pick up for that day. And I kept finding more and more stuff. So I was able to get all of this for $30, which is an incredible deal. Retail, if you were selling it to anybody else but me, 2 of these items would have been over 30. So he basically cut me a really, really good deal, bro deal, if you will. The first item here is one that I've been eyeing for a couple of weeks now that he's been there. And it's only because it is my favorite X-Men character. We have a 2004 Toy Biz Colossus. He comes with his stand. He doesn't really stand on there very well. His knees are very, I don't know, loose, I would say.
Looks pretty top heavy too.
Yeah, of course. But this is such a cool figure, just like very posable. When you're actually going to keep him still, he does stand as long as you don't have a strong wind blow. It should be good. But I've been looking for a pretty cool Colossus figure. The only one I have is the old Toy Biz one that just has like the barbell and the thing on his back that he lifts it up and puts stuff down, like Arnold Schwarzenegger or whatever. But it's nice to have a really cool Colossus figure and one that's actually like decent proportion. They've made a few that are just like ridiculously hulking beasts, and that's honestly not what Colossus ever was. So I thought that was really cool. Next 3 items are pretty much just for resale. I picked them up. Sam knew what I was going to do with them. It was a good deal for him, good deal for me kind of thing. Got Mike Tyson's Punch-Out with a okay, not great label, but okay. And as you can see here, his original price on that was $18, so he did cut me a pretty ridiculous deal. One game that he actually just got in, Pikmin, for the Nintendo GameCube, complete, really nice condition. Another one for resale because I'm not into the Pikmin games. I've never been into them. It's just not something that's appealing to me. Game he had in his case, I'm surprised I didn't get it last week, Champions of Norath. Very cool PS2 game, kind of in the style of Diablo, from what I remember. I know my friends were really into it. I know that my friend Keith picked this up last year, way overpriced at a video game store because he was looking for it, and it was a lot of fun. Once again, $15 price sticker on that one. So just like the Mike Tyson and that alone. And the last game is one that's for my collection. I've been looking for it for quite some time. I can never find it with a black label. And that is the original Ape Escape for the PlayStation. The game that made you need to acquire a DualShock. And he only had a $10 price sticker on that, so you can tell it's a really good deal just based on the price stickers you've seen. Hopefully I'll be having a lot of cool pickups from Sam, and if I can figure it out, maybe some live flea market footage, like streaming from the flea market. So we'll see.
Hopefully you can get a good connection from over there, but
Yeah, I'm hoping.
Yeah, but that Champions of NORAD is worth a pretty decent amount, and 15 is a good deal already, I think, on it. So, and I'm sure, like you said, you got it for even cheaper. So,
Yep, very good deal. So it is now time for people in the comments section to vote.
yep, voting time. My PS1 and Genesis games versus his Mixed Lot and Colossus. All right, one for me, one for Cory, two for me. Three for me. Oh, here we go. Steak Mask. Of course he's going to vote Genesis. Come on.
Yeah, looks like you're winning this one.
Yeah, I think so. 4-1 so far. And two of us are viewers, so there's one more viewer. So yeah, I got this one.
All right.
All right, round one for me. All right, your go, sir.
All right. This next pickup is actually the last thing that I shared on my Instagram. So it's kind of something people might have seen already. Went to the flea market on Friday, got there pretty early, and was able to find a bunch of N64 games, some GameCube games, and unfortunately some DS cases. First up, the DS cases, nothing special. Well, first one's definitely not anything special. It's Kim Possible Communicator. I've never fucking heard of it.
Never will.
Yeah, no. Two Mario Kart DS cases, both have the manual, just no game. And a Kirby Squeak Squad case and manual. Of course, no game.
Those are easy to find, though, usually. Mario Kart especially.
Yeah, Mario Kart is dime a dozen. 4 original Game Boy games, the best of them being Mole Mania. Have you ever heard of Mole Mania?
No idea.
From what I remember, it's like a $15 to $20 game out of nowhere.
Sure.
Yeah. Pokemon Red, have not checked to see if it saves yet, but Pokemon games have kind of been down in the.
Yeah, I'm surprised they went down a lot. Like,
yeah, ever since Pokemon Go spiked everything kind of like leveled off at like 15.
Yeah.
Even at game stores. Next up, we have Hercules for the Game Boy. Know nothing about that. And Kirby's Dream Land, one of the easiest games on the Game Boy. I've actually beaten that game. All right. Also from that vendor, was able to get 4 of his N64 games. Picked up Perfect Dark, Yoshi's Story, and the best 2 games he had there, Snowboard Kids and Snowboard Kids 2, which I have yet to try out. I need to do that before I get rid of these. Maybe I'll end up keeping one of them or 2. I don't know. So the guy had all those games out, and he also mentioned that he had some new stuff, and he couldn't sell it yet because he didn't know his son wanted for it. The other stuff was his. The Wii U stuff was his son's. He didn't know a price. So I ended up going back on Sunday. This was a 3-day flea market. That was Friday's pickup from the same vendor on Sunday. The Wii U games, unfortunately, were priced at $15 and above, which for pretty much anything on Wii U is almost not worth it.
Yeah.
Because any second it could just be re-released on the Switch at this rate. But I was able to get a Wii U Pro controller in pretty decent shape. I'm not 100% sure if I'm keeping this. Probably not, just because what's the likelihood that I'm going to need it? Like I said, they're releasing Wii U games on the Switch every 5 seconds. So
Yeah, it's almost the whole library is on there, or anything that's like first party anyway.
Yep. Hopefully, Super Mario 3D World will be next because that's one of my favorites. But this was only $14. I haggled him from 15. He really wouldn't budge. I even started walking away, and 14 was the best he would do. It goes for about 40 still on Amazon, so
Wow.
about $28 profit. Not too bad. And the last thing I got at the flea market is actually one of the cooler items, and it's for the collection. This was $1, and I need to replace the case because it's kind of jacked up. This is Evil Dead Hail to the King on the PS1. It's a dual disc game. For what reason, I don't know. Maybe it was too big to fit on one disc. I have no clue. But every time I find this, it's missing a disc. This is the first time I found it complete. And like I said, the jewel case is jacked up here. I don't know why. But game goes for about $25 randomly.
Yeah,
because Evil Dead is very collectible.
Yeah, I was gonna say even the PS2 games go for a decent amount too. So.
No, I fixed it.
There you go.
I did not fix it. That was a lie. All right, I'll fix that later.
It was a nice attempt.
Yeah, that was it for my second pickup. It is your turn.
Okay. Now you went back to the flea market, so you're counting that as all as one pickup, right?
It was all one vendor for that one.
Okay. Let me see how I can do this. All right. This was that. That was that. That was that. Here we go. This was kind of a mixed lot of flea market stuff that I don't know where I'm starting with and where I'm ending with it, but I will go like this, I guess. Okay, one guy that I know from Savers, I see him all the time, and he always thinks I'm like his buddy, and I don't talk to him otherwise, so I don't know why we're like friends, but it's cool because he gives me deals on stuff, so I'll go with that. So he had a whole bunch of different stuff, and then he pulled out some more stuff later, so I went back to him, so I bought from him twice. I originally picked up, this is an RPG that I've always wanted on a PSP. PSP has such great games. I wish it did better. Same thing with Vita. They have so many good games, but Sony just doesn't know how to market their stuff, I guess, at least not handheld-wise. Joan of Arc. It's a strategy RPG, I think.
Yep.
This is a game, like I said, I've always wanted to pick up. It's complete. I don't think it's that expensive, to be honest, but I picked it up for $5, I think. So
I think it goes for like 10.
Okay, so it's not that big of a deal. But I picked up these two games from them. Also, Super Mario 3D Land. And this game goes for like $15 to $18 for whatever reason. Hamtaro. I have no idea why, but I remember trading it into GameStop for like $15 or $12 or something like that. But it's like an $18 game. I like no clue why. Then I went to another buddy of mine that he sells Legos and video games. And he always tells me all these stories about all these things he finds in Savers and all this other stuff. But then again, he always gives me deals too, for whatever reason. Oh, I forgot from that other guy, Yoshi's Story. Funny, because Yoshi's Story is about but I picked that up. I think I got all this for like $20 from him, so it was a decent deal, I guess. Then I got, actually, this other guy first. This guy's a weirdo and kind of creepy, and I don't really like him, but he games once in a while, so I stopped by his thing. I was actually banned from his table because another person I know that used to sell at the flea market sold him a bogus, oh God, what was it? It was an NES game. It was one of those that are worth like a couple $100, and he sold him a bogus one. And I just happened to walk over with him, and I was looking at his stuff while he was doing a deal with that game. So he lumped me into the deal and said I could never buy from him ever again. So for like 2 years, I couldn't buy anything from this guy. And he had video game stuff up the wazoo. But he got in trouble with the law too. Like, it was bad. Like, he was selling fake police badges. So it was really, really crazy. But he's some lawyer, so of all people doing that. But that moonlights at the flea market selling stuff, I guess, apparently. But he had these games, these PlayStation games on the table. He originally wanted $10 a piece, and I found a Dreamcast game, and he said for all three of them, take it for 25. So I said, okay. First, Soul Reaver from Dreamcast. It's complete. This game, which I wish I could find a black label, I always find it with the green, ugly green greatest hits. Final Fantasy Tactics, one of my favorite games of all time.
Second favorite game.
And then this is complete. This I mean, I have this already, so this is definitely going to be sold or traded, maybe. But Xenogears. So this is like I think like a $40 game or something like that. So I got those three for $25, and then I went to that guy I know. He sold me a PS3 camera for $1. I was hoping it was a PS4 camera, but it's not. He sold me this Donkey Kong Land, I guess. Nino Kuni, which I've never played, but I've always wanted to. Pokemon Coliseum, but it's missing the manual. And Animal Crossing with the elusive memory card, which I never find, ever. It's always missing every time I find this game. So, got those, and I didn't get that from him. So, I guess that's it. No, wait, sorry. I got this too from the original guy. I keep forgetting. Snoopy. NES. So I don't know if this is worth anything. Probably not. I got it for a couple bucks. So I figured I never see this game out there. So I figured to pick it up. But so that's my deal, I guess. So people, oh wow, holy crap! Look at the viewers. We scared them all away, I guess.
Everybody had to go.
Damn, we scared them all away. But I guess
it's time to vote.
Yeah, it'd be time to vote, but I don't know if anybody is really here to vote. But
Pro Retro Hunter says he has to go. Cory wins. LOL. Although I would say technically he wasn't even here for half of your pickup.
Great.
Manuel says Cory for me. And that, I mean, realistically, that might be all we're getting.
I got your Dirty Rob.
Dirty Rob.
I don't know if that means I need to.
I vote the dirty bed from Mr. Tightlight.
Yeah, he's always talking about my bed. Yo, whatever, man. Why you gotta worry about my bed? My bed / resale shop.
That's his office.
Yeah, that's my office. You want to see all the crap behind me too? Like all that crap. God. All right, so who actually voted? Nobody. Only Gamers Manuel voted, right? And he voted for you.
No, I mean, Tight White voted Dirty Bad. I guess that's you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Does that mean me? Oh, we can't go with a tie again. Come on. Is that a clan hat behind you? No, that's not a clan hat.
All right, Mr. Tight White is voting Cory, it looks like.
Okay.
I mean, this at least lets us get to round 3.
That does get us around.
Take whatever pity vote I can get to get to round 3.
All right. Fuck. All right. It's round 3. Oh my God, I got too much crap here to go through. All right. This was again either a Let Go or Facebook Marketplace. I can't remember. I get deals on both of them a bunch of times. Originally, it was a picture of like one of the Zelda games, Pikmin, a bunch of Game Boy games, and it was there for like 3 days supposedly. Took it down from 40 to 36. So I messaged her. I was like, "Oh, is it 36 for everything in the picture?" She's like, "Yeah," and I got even more stuff. I'm like, "Okay, well, can you send me pictures of what you have, and I'll figure out what I want?" She's like, "Oh no, I'll just bring it with me when we meet up." I'm like, "Okay, well, I don't know how much money to bring and whatever." So I don't know. I just brought a whole bunch of money. So then when I got there, it was a whole bunch of other stuff. Just PlayStation 2 games, PlayStation. Is that PlayStation 1? No, GameCube games, Xbox, original Xbox, and a whole bunch of Game Boy games, but I think those are part of the original game. I don't know how these games got in this bag. I think she was holding the bag for me while I was putting in which games I wanted, and somehow they snuck in. I don't want this crap, but it was part of it, I guess. SpongeBob SquarePants.
I think that one's actually worth something.
I think it's like a $10 game too, for whatever reason.
Yeah, Battle for Bikini Bottom, I think it is.
X Squad, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, X Squad, SmackDown, just bring it. SSX, which I've never played any of those games. I don't think.
This one's really good.
Airblade.
That game is terrible. Airblade.
Then these are the PS2 games I actually wanted. Shinobi. Dark Cloud, which isn't worth anything basically, but it's still a cool RPG. I always want to play this game, but I've never played it, and it looks kind of cool, but run like hell.
I've picked that one up before.
It's got like dinosaurs and like other stuff going on, and some scantily clad ladies. So I don't know what's going on. It looks kind of like Aliens, sort of running around on a ship or I don't know what's going on. Bloody Omen 2. And original Xbox games, Legacy of Kain, Morrowind Game of the Year, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. This game I always find for some reason. Toe Jam and Earl 3. This one, which has a decent value, Dark Alliance 2. Yep. And the best one of the Xbox stuff is Conquerors Reloaded. So that one I was really happy about getting because I sold that when I was selling off all my stuff. There's a really crappy computer, NHL 2002, if anybody wants it. Batman Vengeance, which I don't think was very good, but I love Batman and cool looking cover at least.
In the animated series style, so
yeah, but I don't think it was very good from what I remember. Star Wars Bounty Hunter, Metroid Prime, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, Pikmin, Universal Studios, Theme Park Adventure, and Wind Waker. I think most of them are complete from what I remember. There might have been one or two that have manuals, but like I said, most of them are complete. Then she had an envelope with random loose games, and this one was actually in a GameCube. Sonic Adventure 2. Crash, Warped, Ball Breakers. I have no idea what that is, but I just like the name. So. This is funny. Gundam Battle Assault 2. So now I have both of those games with no manual. And then Doom, which is a cool game, and I thought Doom was kind of valuable if I remember right on PS1.
Either that or Final Doom.
Yeah, that's one of the Dooms or have some type of value. I don't know.
Both of them. Who knows?
Jumper Pack in Japanese. An original old school DS, the fat ones.
Yep.
And it has a game in it. I didn't even check what the game is. It's blank, actually. So mystery game. Yeah, I have to do a video on that. Super Mario 64 DS, which is the only DS game she had like that. And then a crap load of loose games that are falling all over the place. I don't even know what these games are because I couldn't even tell what they were in the picture. So I'm kind of finding out what they are with you guys. So, X-Men Reign of Apocalypse. Super Mario Advance. I mean, I knew a couple of them because you could see the Pokemon games. Those are easy to find, but... Or Earthworm Jim. That's just the beginning one. Super Mario Advance World 2. No Rules Get Fat. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but I'm already fat, so I don't need any more rules. So I really can't even tell you what that game is. I actually want to look that up now, but Spider-Man Mysterio's Revenge. Mario Kart Super Circuit. Crazy Castle 3. Super Mario Land 2. Pokemon Silver. Some Bart game. Jimmy Neutron. Pokemon Leaf Green. Lord of the Rings something or another. Isn't this the game that you wanted, or you were talking about? Wasn't there
Lord of the Rings something?
This is the Fellowship of the Ring. I don't know if this is the one.
Return of the King is the one that's like Diablo. I already have it though.
Oh.
There's one that's like just like Diablo.
Yeah.
Game Boy.
Ruby version Pokemon. Fire Red Pokemon. Crystal version Pokemon. And another version of Crystal version Pokemon. She said she had 2 sons, so I guess they had 2 copies of that. And then a Game Shark for one of the Game Boys, I guess. So
it looks like a PS2 Game Shark.
Originally, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they came in 2 styles. There was like the one that would be like a CD, and then they also had one that was like a memory card.
Oh, you're right. I remember the CD version. You're right. So originally that was $36 with the original lot, and then I added some more stuff. And then she asked me how much, and I'm like, oh, I can't. I hate making prices, and like, this lady was really nice to me, so I didn't want to lowball her, but I think I did, and I feel kind of bad after she left. I was like, I should have gave her more money. But I was like, okay, I got kind of double the game, so let me kind of double the money. So I was like $60. And okay, $60 is fine. So again, after she left, I felt bad. Like I don't know. I should have gave her more, but yeah, this is a shit ton of games for $60. So
yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah,
I was wondering if you're ever gonna stop.
Seriously, like I'm gonna have to have another sale again soon, like with all these fucking games. But yeah, so that's it. So my turn is over.
Right. I don't know if I can actually follow that up with something that's going to win me this. Let's see. This is all the stuff that I got at my local Savers. In order to show it in. Game Polish. First up, this was actually the most mediocre thing that they had there. Another copy of local Savers.
Sorry, I unmuted it somehow. My bad.
Our sound just went really weird. For some reason, they actually didn't have a price on this, so they just counted it as a CD, so it was $1.99. It's about what they would have priced it at, even if they put a price on there. They had a couple games in the case, which is a rarity in and of itself, and it's even more rare that it's decent games. We have Donkey Kong Country 2, Diddy's Conquest. Label is in very mediocre condition, including some damage to the back right there. And the other game they had here, these were both priced at $9.99, but I used the 20% off, so about $8 for the whole transaction. We got a whole bunch of other stuff, so it's hard to remember exactly what it would have been. This was obviously someone's Amazon purchase because it actually has their Amazon barcode on the back. So someone purchased this off Amazon and then decided to donate it at some point.
Nice.
We have Donkey Kong Country 3, Dixie Kong's Double Trouble. I always mess that title up. Most random thing I've ever found at this thrift store. A Wii U gamepad. Just the gamepad. $19.99. I actually stopped at the same thrift store after work today, and I was honestly half expecting to see the Wii U system sitting somewhere. Like they just didn't know the two went together, so they like priced them individually and put them out at separate times or whatever. But have yet to test this. I can't imagine there's going to be anything wrong with it. It's in pretty good shape. It's just a little stickered up on the back there.
Yeah, ew.
So, yeah. Those go for about $40 to $50, just the gamepad for people that need to replace them. They had this baggie with a light blue DSi and a bunch of DS games for $19.99. So if you do the math on that, it's like what, $16 with the 20% off I used. I have not actually looked at this because it's still in the bag. It is missing. Oh, it's not missing. It has a black stylus, so it's hard to see. No messed up hinge. Power's on. Looks to be in perfect working order. Just doesn't have a charger with it. So it's a good pickup in and of itself. And then the games we have here, some of them I've never heard of. Fossil League Dino Tournament Championship.
Okay.
Energy Gym Rockets. Dogs.
Ugh.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh man.
Oh, this game has to be fucking terrible. Arthur and the Invisibles. Anybody remember that shitty animated movie? No? Okay. Tony Hawk's Proving Ground.
I actually don't remember it.
Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning. I know on the Wii and probably the 360 that game is worth something. Maybe on the DS, who knows? A very bad label, New Super Mario Bros. Looks like someone burnt the top of it a little bit there.
Oh man, what is that?
And the last game that was in there, Animal Crossing Wild World. This game used to be worth something. I think it kind of fell off the face of the earth. And the last thing I got at that Savers, now mind you, I guess we're bending the rules a little bit because it's not in the same pickup, it's the same place, different day. Is that okay? I mean, I'm pretty much losing this one, right? So we have Operation Genesis, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis. They had a $2 price sticker on this.
That's
and
ridiculous.
it was 100% complete. I actually picked it up with a few other Xbox games that ended up not being worth anything. I have no idea what I did with them. Absolutely no idea what I did with them. I just picked them up because I figured I was getting Operation Genesis. Might as well pick some other shit up, right? But this one's for resale because I have no interest in playing this game. And if I were to collect it, I'd want it on the PS2. So that is it for my pickup. It's not an endless amount of games like Rob Mitchell just showed, but it's what I got. So let's see what the comment section has to say.
All right, vote, guys.
We got at least 5 people in the chat right now. So it shouldn't be a tie, realistically.
There you go. Your Operation Genesis might put you over.
All right, we have a vote for me from Gamers Manuel.
Yep.
If you scroll up, you see Shad Juice saying, I hope there were better pickups than this. He must have came in when I was doing the DS garbage.
I'm assuming. There were a lot of nice pickups tonight, but yeah, the tight white Rob for.
I vote for Rory, half Rob, half Cory.
No, come on, man, stop it. No more ties. Not again.
Actually, realistically speaking, with how bad my pickups were right there, a tie might be the only way I could win this. If you're 100% out of stuff and I have an extra bag of stuff here.
Well, honestly, I mean, I should win with overall, I mean, just the amount, but you had the best game of the lot. Like, obviously, Operation Genesis is the best game out of that whole round. But I think
Start over. I missed it.
I think just in quantity, I mean, between Conkers and Zelda and whatever, I think kind of Pikmin, all those Pokemon games, like, you know, I would think that just by the amount, I would win that one. But I mean, you know, I'm not voting.
Well, I mean, it depends on how you vote. You know, quality, quantity.
Well, it's not like I had crap. Like,
I know. The way I look at it, it's basically Operation Genesis be all. You know. It was like the other stuff. Like I had some Donkey Kongs in a good condition DSi, but I don't really think you get too hyped about finding a Wii U gamepad.
No. Start over. I missed it.
Fight. Chad Juice votes Manny. Manny wasn't even in this, but he should be in another one. Pick up tickets. He's someone that'll take the crown.
Oh, definitely.
They're dropping XI on you.
We're
Are we really actually tied right now?
Yeah, man.
So, like, literally the only people that can vote are people that aren't even watching. Yeah, Shad Juice would be another one to have on.
Hey, that's
really good finds.
Whatever he wants to do it, man.
All right, the silence is deafening. Should we go to round 4?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much for round 4, but I mean, if you want, I guess. Oh, Jeff.
Jeff already voted.
Yeah, he did.
He's to vote for Rob.
I don't know who's left that didn't vote. I don't know if Hav is still here. I don't know if Fluffy's still here. Oh, Fluffy voted for both of us, but that doesn't count.
The trifecta. Tight White. I picked up Operation Genesis on PC, PS2, and Xbox complete for $2.
I actually have them all for, but I don't think any of them are complete. Like, I always find Operation Genesis, but it's always missing the manual. Always. I mean, except for the PC one, but I mean, that nobody really wants to be with PC one anyway. But oh, fuck. I mean, honestly, there's a... what did I miss? Only the whole show, bro. Yeah, I think I have the PS2 and Xbox One still as well. But again, they're missing manuals, so I don't know. I don't know why I have them still, but... Oh, really? I didn't know the PC one goes for that much. $80, really? Wow. I had no idea. I'll sell it for cheaper if anybody wants it. Oh God. Fuck, man. We can't tie again. This is not happening. I don't care. Shit, that's not even it. You
ready
have
for round 4?
I mean, they're from like different places, but I mean, I guess it's like 3 games, but they're all from different places. So
That's fine. Mine's all from one place, but as we saw, I was doing, different day, same place for other shit. So,
all right.
You want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I just went first, didn't I? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go first this time.
All right. So yesterday we went out to eat. I went to the local Game Exchange, one of my favorite retro stores in the area. They have pretty decent prices. And I was actually able to find 3 games that I was looking for. Well, 2 games I was really looking for, and one for the NES that I was surprised I did not have. A game I'm surprised I didn't have was Bill & Ted's Excellent Adventure. It's a nice, clean label. They had this for $9.95. It goes for about 10, 11, 12 in that area, so not too bad. Terrible game. A PSP game that I've been looking for forever and have had fall like through my clutches like multiple times. Castlevania, the Dracula X Chronicles, complete, really nice shape. I always get worried whenever I buy PSP games from pretty much anywhere because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but these cases like crack very easily. So I thought for sure I was going to end up with a cracked case and basically a semi-worthless game, but very happy to have this. They had it priced at $23, which is about what it goes for, maybe a little bit under, depending on condition. Crazy amount of stickers on there. That's like 3 layers of stickers on the back. And the last game is actually a very recent release. I'm going to be playing it a decent amount tomorrow because I'm off of work. Switch title, semi-hard to find already. Just came out. Code of Princess EX. I believe Roaming Dan also just got this recently. It's a beat-em-up RPG is what it advertises itself. It actually says, wow, that's interesting. Be the 50-plus Guardian Heroes. It kind of is like a spiritual successor to Guardian Heroes for the Saturn. And the cool thing about this, it doesn't all fall out, it comes with an instruction booklet, which is rare these days, and also, I believe, a music CD, which is cool to get when you're getting it secondhand from a video game store. No one snatched that for themselves, or no one failed to trade that in. So they had $32 on it, $32.95 actually. So decent price for that. I'm pretty sure if I were to get it on eBay in the same condition, it'd be at least $40. And that's what I got. It's about $80 spent really quick.
And only a couple of games.
Good games, though.
Yeah, quality games, man.
Well, 2 good games, 1 really bad game.
All right. Well, I think I got 3 quality games here. Actually, they are quality games. Well, actually, one of them I can't even play because it's sealed, but it's sealed. So come on, you know how I do. One was from the flea market from my bike riding, Lego selling, video game, comic book seller guy. So he had this for $45, but he's like, "Oh, I'll hook you up, dude, because you always buy from me and whatever." So I was like, "Sweet." So he tried to sell it to my friend for $45, and he was like, "No, I'm not gonna buy it for $45." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. He's not gonna buy it for $45." So, I got it down to this and a comic book, which I don't have. It's actually one of the Nightfall series. I don't know why I had the camera on you still. Okay. The Nightfall with Bane on the cover. It's not the one where he breaks Batman's back, but it's one of the series. It's signed by all 3 artists that did the comic. And of course, it's in my car, so I can't get it right now. But I got that. And this for $25. So this came out. He wanted $5 for the comic, and this $20 for the game. Again, Xenogears. So I got another copy of Xenogears, which I already have again, and I have like my copy from when I was a kid, basically. So it's in really good shape. So this is going to be for sale or trade or whatever. It's complete. It's in pretty good shape from what I remember.
I might be interested in that one.
Manual has a little bit of like a wrinkle to it, but nothing like major. You might be interested in it.
Yeah, I don't have that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've only played it as a download on the PSP.
Oh, all right. I mean, the only thing that sucks about this game is the ending, but other than that,
I've never beat it, so I have no idea.
Yeah. There's well, you know the whole story behind this. That I think Square took the guys off the game because they wanted them to do, I think, like a Final Fantasy game or whatever. So they never ended up finishing the game, really.
Oh, okay.
The ending is like fucked up, like when you get to it. So it's kind of an incomplete game almost, from what I remember. So, but oh look, Shadjuice voted for last round, but don't worry about it anyway. Next game I got from this guy that was selling part of his collection, and he had a bunch of stuff, but they were all without manuals, and I kind of didn't want to spend the money. I mean, he was taking like maybe 20% off of stuff, so I was like, on some stuff. But this one he dropped almost like half price, so I picked it up. This was $25. What I remember, I'm pretty sure it's $25. Def Jam Fight for New York for the PS2. Complete. I don't remember if I still have this anymore because I had like 5 copies. But I think this might be my only copy now. So I might hold on to that. I'm not sure, but I'll find it again. So that might be still good. And probably the happiest. My happiest pickup. I don't know if you can really say that, but the pickup I'm happiest with, maybe, even though I kind of paid up for it, was a sealed game. My buddy was having a garage sale. He was trying to make some extra cash and a little room. He's actually a vendor. The one I got Final Fantasy 2 for, complete box. Yeah, he was clearing out some stuff and getting some extra cash so he could buy some other stuff and have some money for. He went to a video game con. He was a vendor there this weekend. So, but he had this, and I was like, dude, I gotta have this. It goes anywhere from like 90 on eBay, depending on condition, whatever. Sealed Conqueror's Pocket Tails.
Oh, from before it was a crude and rude squirrel.
Yeah. I don't know how good this game is, but it's never going to get played because it's sealed. So it's in pretty good shape. It's got one little ding somewhere. I can't even remember where it was. Or is it the ding? Or I thought, no, this isn't the game with the ding. This is you can see a little bit of like pushed in kind of top cover. But other than that, it's in really good shape. So again, I paid $60, so it's kind of, I paid a good amount, but he was like, I'll hook you up next time. But he's like, I really need the cash for the show this weekend. So, but I buy from him all the time and whatever, so it's not a big deal. I'll get it back on some other deal with him. But again, like I said, it goes from 60 to 90 bucks. So I got it on the low end, and yeah, it's sealed, and it'll go with with all my other sealed games that I'm trying to build my collection up in. So, that's it. So vote this round. What is it? 3 games to 3, right? So.
Looks like we have a vote for Rob from Tight White.
Yeah.
Rob from Gamers Man. Oh, looks like I'm losing this one.
Uh-oh.
Gamer Alley in the chat now asking what did Cory get. I got these 3 games. Shitty Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Castlevania: The Dracula X Chronicles, and Code of Princess EX for the Switch.
Didn't you not like the Code of Princess game or whatever?
I wasn't a fan of it on the DS.
Is it the same game? Like
That's a good question. We're gonna find out tomorrow. I don't know. I get anxious whenever I see a Switch game that's becoming like hard to find when it's something I might want to play. So something like this that's like spiritual successor to Guardian Heroes, kind of an RPG, hard to find, has collectibles with it, with like the soundtrack and the. It's funny to think of an instruction booklet as a collectible now, but that's how we have to think about it with games not coming with instructions anymore.
It's so ridiculous. I can't stand that. The games don't even have instruction manuals anymore. It's so ridiculous. Like I remember, like I said, I've told this story before, but the Final Fantasy on NES is my first game I ever picked up, and it had like a 30-page manual or 40-page.
Yeah,
manual.
the thing is thick.
Like, yeah, it even had like the first like 2 or 3 hours of the game like in there. So I used to read that all the time. Like I took it with me to like restaurants. I took it with me like everywhere when I was a little kid. And I used to love reading manuals, like especially art. They always had a lot of stuff in there. So, but now, I mean, you just get a little blurb that says, "Oh, go on our website if you need a manual or something."
Yeah, it used to be that you'd go to the Blockbuster, rent the game, pray that it had the manual with it.
Yeah.
And on the way home, or like when you have to stop for dinner with your parents, you're thumbing through that manual, learning how to play.
Yeah.
Learning about the story of the game, if it's an RPG. I remember reading the entire manual front to back for Lufia 2 before I played that game.
Awesome.
Even something like I think it was like NHL 96, 97, one of the later games on the Super Nintendo. I remember reading that entire manual. I knew how to play that game. It was a little bit different from 94.
And I got I don't know. It looks like I squeaked the win out. Maybe.
Yeah, we have another vote for Corbett or Colbert, half Cory, half Robert.
Yes, and tight like
it's right now it is 2-1-1 in your favor then.
all right.
You're
Yes.
gonna vote for your pillowcases.
Yeah, my my pillowcases. Oh God. On the can is good to read manuals. Yeah, I guess. I'm too busy going on my phone now and doing stuff, but
Yeah.
it was good. Get to read manuals. I used to read my Game Pro and EGM monthly on the can back in the day. So those were always fun to read too. But
Yeah, it looks like I'm getting destroyed once again in this pickup video.
yeah, it's only yeah. Yeah, I guess it's 2-1. So yeah, I guess
still 2-1.
Oh, by the way, I want to kind of announce if anybody's actually there's still people here. I want to do one of those trade shows again, and I figure I'll host one because I know different people want to host them at different times or whatever. So I figured I was going to host one in October, maybe if that's cool with everybody. I don't know, Cory, you weren't at the last one, but I'm sure you want to join in.
Yeah, I don't think I even saw that last time.
CM Retro held it, and it was really fun. A lot of people joining in and going on one of these Google Hangouts and trading games. And there was people in the chat too that were offering stuff, and then they would come in, and then people would go out. I mean, we only had like 4 or 5 people live in the actual chat at one time, and then there would be people in the, in the YouTube chat saying that they want to join or they want to trade for something, and then they would come into the actual video. But I thought it was a lot of fun, and I thought it was, a good way to get rid of some games if you wanted to, and some other people were into it and whatever. So I want to do one in October. Like I said, I figure October, I guess it's probably better if I do it on a weekend than on a weekday.
That makes sense, yeah.
Yeah, probably. Maybe it would have to be a Saturday or Sunday, I'm assuming. That's usually when people are home.
Those are usually the days of the weekend, yeah.
Yeah, really? Let's see. October 6th is my birthday, so I'm not going to do it that day.
Could do the hungover edition on the 7th.
There you go. I read the New York Times on the shitter. No, I figure the 13th, October 13th, would be a good day. Do it at night, so people are off at work, and then usually most people are off on Sundays, so we can hang for a while and do whatever, and then I'll be a zombie going to the flea market Sunday morning, but not a big deal. So is that good for you on Saturday night, or does that work?
Which date was it?
October 13th.
It should be. I mean, I don't think I'm doing anything.
Yeah, so it's about a month away, so people can get anything they want to, start saving up different games, and hopefully it'll be a good trade show. So,
all right, Gamers Manuel says he'll be watching.
Make some trades, damn it, with all your damn games you have.
That's what I was gonna say. Don't watch, join in.
Yeah, seriously. All your big hitters that he gets. How about we trade some of them?
You got to get gamers well not to be camera shy.
Bring some heavy hitters, and I'm in. Uh-oh, what heavy hitters?
I got that Operation Genesis.
Yeah, there you go. You want Operation Genesis?
But if it isn't sold in like a month.
You want Xenogears? I have like 10 copies, I think. So
I do need Xenogears.
well, there you go. So you can be part of the trade show. We can trade Xenogears. If anybody wants Conkers, Dark Alliance 2, Toe Jim and Earl, any of that crap, I don't need any of that. So that can definitely go. I also have I got 2 Jurassics already. Oh, excuse me.
Wow.
Also that I got that mystery gamer box thing going on, so whoever wants in on that, if anybody else wants it, let me know if they want in. If not, I'm gonna get it going. We got like 8 or 9 people or whatever. I gotta figure out if people want to ship to Canada or not, because then we can include Danny, or we can't include Danny. I feel bad.
I'm down for shipping to Canada.
What?
I'm down for shipping to Canada.
You are? Okay. I'm gonna say I'm down too. I know CM Retro said he would. I know there was one other person that didn't want to, so if they get him, then I'll switch. I'll just do it again. I'll do a random thing again until he lands on somebody that will be willing to ship to him. But I gotta find out from a couple of people if they're willing to ship to Canada. Again, I don't want somebody to have to pay a lot more in shipping than everybody else is going to, so I don't think that's fair. I mean, unless people are willing to do it. So I don't want to force anybody into it. So
yeah.
But I don't know. CM Retro was saying it's only going to cost him like $10 extra to ship out there. I was like, I guess we sent him a lot more stuff, so maybe that's why.
That is true.
We sent him a bunch of stuff, so maybe that's why it was so much in shipping. But crap.
Quick question for you: is it an event, a group? I'm trying to look for it on Facebook.
What?
I can't. The group you added me to for
mystery gamer box thing.
Yeah.
It's a closed group. That's why, maybe. But you're in it, so you should be.
I'm in it. I just don't know where it is. I don't remember what it was called. Was it Mystery Gamer Box?
I said mystery gamer box group thing.
All right.
It's got a big freaking Mario as the cover thing. So.
Here we go.
I sent him a Vita game and it was $10. So. Yeah.
All right, we should probably end the show because it's kind of becoming like a run-on, just like hanging out.
Yeah, I guess we should do that. Yeah. Okay. We will end the show. Thanks again, Cory, for coming and losing again.
It worked. Did that work?
Yeah. One of these days, Cory. One of these days.
One of these days when my pickups are actually good.
Nah, you got good pickups. Stop, man.
Questionable.
But again, thanks for everybody for coming to the show. Really cool that people showed up. 8, 9, 10 we had one time. I just need people to vote a little more. That'd be cool. But other than that, anything you got coming up, or you want to promote, or say, or
not really. Like I said, I was going to be just doing live shows. The only reason I'm not doing one today is because I'm here. So if I'm doing a pickup battle versus Rob Mitchell Levine Hoarder, I won't be doing a live show, but otherwise I'll probably be doing them like Monday or Tuesday or whatever, probably like 7 o'clock at night. Go for an hour, show whatever pickups I got, and talk about some random stuff. I might even do some collection videos that way. I was thinking about it.
Yeah, actually, I want to start doing a couple of those too, collection videos. So now that I have a lot less to show, it might be a little bit easier to do.
Yeah, because I was always worried that my internet connection in the game room would be terrible, but there's enough live shows that show that it's perfectly fine. So I can just probably set something up where I could be in front of the games and talking about them as I'm showing them and shit like that. We'll see. I don't like to overpromise, underdeliver like I've been doing, so we'll see.
All right, and I will keep doing these pickle battles as long as people want to do them and want to show up and then do all that. But and then I got I don't even know what I want to do a couple collection videos too, and then I don't know. I kind of like doing a live show thing. We'll see if maybe we'll do a couple more of those. Just random shit. I don't even know what, but maybe Canadian Justice will make a comeback one of these days.
That'd be good. Seems like Dan's never like available around this time though, so it'd have to be some other time.
Yeah. I don't know where Dan is all the time. I think he showed up last week, but that was it. Like, so
He like watches it right after it finishes, you know.
Oh man, I missed your show, guys.
We're hearing like the live voting afterwards, and it's just like, oh, Cory got robbed. For the first one, at least. Definitely got robbed in the first one. NES haters.
All right. Well, anyway, that's it. Yeah, somebody else just joined. Thanks for joining. And they left. Okay, good. Again, thanks everybody for coming. Everybody have a good night. Rob is out.